What's in a name? Chris Burke sure knows.
We call this the Animal. This is my white razor. And then this one here is my, we call it the Rock Racer.
Chris has a thing for names. Even his company, Marshall Motoart, has a unique name.
So Marshall's my middle name. It's my grandfather's name, so that seemed like a fit.
Most people don't even know Burke by his last name. All they know is that he's the guy behind Marshall Motoart.
This is our logo. This is our M, star M for Marshall Motoart. Stars have just always kind of been my thing.
You'll find plenty of stars behind his shop in Ogden, Utah.
This is my fab shop area. This is where we build all the vehicles that we do and parts. We do kind of the wild stuff, the further out there stuff.
That's for sure. Check out Brutus, Chris's latest creation.
This is Brutus. This is our shop rig, so we went a little bit over the top with it. We did 35-inch tires, 20-inch wheels. This is a 2009 Polaris Ranger.
Hard to believe that's a Ranger, but that's what Chris does.
Yeah, there's some Ranger left in it. It's a beast. It definitely turns heads everywhere we go, you know.
That's for sure. Anytime Chris takes one of his custom machines for a ride, people take notice. Check out his latest toy, the Animal.
We buy a Polaris Razor, we tear it down and we take out the motor, the differentials, the steering, the hubs, the brakes, all the heart of the vehicle. And then we build a custom chassis. We built it as a rock buggy. It just takes a beating and keeps coming back for more, you know. It's a lot of fun.
Of course, he always likes to add a special touch.
We've set it up with a cooler, kind of a cool feature. You know, a little place to put your drinks and stuff.
Shaken, not stirred.
Yeah.
And that's the idea behind Marshall Motoart.
Let's face it, this is cool stuff to be doing.
But Chris didn't grow up building the cool stuff. Not long ago, he was in med school, going to be a doctor like his dad. That is, until one day, he took a quick spin in a monster truck.
He let me drive it, and I drove it from the front of the store to the back of the store, and I was hooked.
Next thing you know, he was competing against the big boys.
I raced with all of Gravedigger and Bigfoot and all those guys, and I was the youngest person to own, operate, and race.
By then, med school was a thing of the past. His parents, well...
You know, they were relieved, which is kind of weird.
All the while, Chris kept tinkering. He built sand rails and other bikes until one day...
I bought a Polaris Razor, started playing with those and had a blast, and then started making my changes and started doing them for other people.
Next thing you know, he opened up a full shop and business boomed.
This is kind of the hottest, the latest trend. Everybody wants to take more people with them. Doesn't matter what it is. Lift your side a little more. This is what we call our back half cage. Two guys can grab this, lift it off, put their bed back on, and we can build one of these in about 3 days. I'm gonna bend a pipe for that to make a grab handle.
So what's more fun, building or riding?
It's a toss-up. It depends on the day.
Either way, he's probably already figuring out what to name his next creation.
I truly love what I do, and that's what keeps me doing it.